peace, wholeness, love, and light to the tribe. Whew. I am New Diamonds here with a message. Okay. Wow. There is a huge clearing that is going on right now. I feel like a lot of us have a lot going on right now that we are fighting through and pushing through. I just want to tell everybody, continue to be strong, continue to push through, continue to stand up for yourself and be your authentic self, no matter what that looks like. Continue to follow your heart and your spirit to free yourself, okay? These past couple of weeks have been a roller coaster ride, to say the least, okay? And there's quite a few revelations that I got that I want to talk about. All right, so the first thing is the seasons changing, right? The seasons are changing. The equator is facing towards the sun, and that's part of that equinox, the spring equinox, right? And we are coming up out of this winter, this darkness, this death, right? This death for the rebirth, this death for the new cycle to be born, this paying attention to things in the dark so that way things can be brought to the light, so things can be illuminated, okay? Whatever that looks like for you, whether you're more aware of your shoes coming untied and you're able to tie your shoe before you trip and fall, right? You can apply that to anything, that metaphor to anything. And hold on. All right. A reset. My TV was about to reset. Yeah, there's this reset, this rebirth, this renewed, this restored energy that is happening. And we can't stop it because it just reset anyway. We cannot stop what is happening. So embrace it. Embrace it and be aware. All you can do is be more aware of these changes, because I woke up and as soon as I seen the clock, it was 5:55. Huge changes are going on right now. And we just have to be aware of those changes to continue to elevate and grow, okay? This 3-3 energy also keeps popping up. This 33, we just had the 3-3 portal. And 33 is all about that death and that rebirth, right? Yahshua died, Jesus died at 33, right? There's 33 vertebrae in the spine. 33 is a master number. It is the master teacher. And 3 is all about the Trinity, the mind, the body, the soul, the trine, the triangle coming together, the father, mother, child, the past, present, and future. It's a lot of different things with the 3, but it's this paying attention to things and getting your mind aligned so you can continue to communicate with yourself and others how you feel from your spirit. All right. This is about the unit. This is about the tribe. This is about the family. Shout out to Soul Tribe. Shout out to my family members. I love y'all so much. Shout out to my friends. I love y'all so much. People who have been with me on this journey every step of the way, no matter what it has looked like, right? Because we're all going through different things to find ourselves, right? And some of those changes may look different to others. It may be scary for us to break through, to break free from. And they may look different to others who may not understand that we are changing and growing. But that is a part of the seasons. That is a part of the cycle. That is part of life here on earth. Is all about growing and adapting to the changes, right? So yeah, also that balance, because of the 6, 3 plus 3 equals 6, right? It literally killed me that I could not do this breakdown the other day, and it made me realize, oh my God, I don't want to get emotional over over doing a reading, but it really made me realize that this really is my calling. I'm really called to do this because I never wanted to do something so bad. The fact that, first off, I do this every day as a way of meditation, as a way of getting energy out, as a way of connecting to you guys and giving you guys a message that relates to me and relates to the collective. All right, you can call it what you want, an oracle, a prophet, etc., etc. I'm just me, right? And I'm going through these changes and getting in tune with myself and being my authentic self, no matter what that looks like, right? And I feel like a lot of you are going through these changes and getting in tune with yourself and being your authentic self, no matter what that looks like, okay? But yeah, going back to this 3-3 energy and this 6 energy, because it's very prevalent, it's very it's very present in the present right now, in the essence of right now, due to that death and that rebirth, right? Also, things collapsing, right? Because death doesn't have to be seen as a physical thing. This could be a spiritual thing. This could be letting something go, giving it to God, giving it to Source. What they say, Jesus, take the wheel. And that just means surrendering, no matter what beliefs you have, no matter what religion you subscribe to. We all have this sense of praying, going to the all, and surrendering to that, trusting and having faith that spirit will handle it, right? Because they say if you worry about something, then you don't really trust in faith. Y'all gotta excuse me, because y'all know I do my ginger and my lime every morning to clear out mucus, right? But yeah, it's a lot that is going on that we're pushing through, and we're releasing old things in this winter season. Winter is all about death, the death of the flowers, the death of the leaves on the trees, things falling, things being frozen in the winter, right? It's this change. Things are uprooting and being illuminated at this time for us to pay attention to, so we can continue to grow and elevate at this time. And the more we become aware, the more we get into balance, right? Because like I said, that's that 6. The 6 is the balance, having 3 over here, having 3 over here. So that way that table could be sturdy, bringing things to the table so it could be sturdy. And that way you're able to analyze things and pay attention to different things as they come in. All right. And not this sense of being a perfectionist, breaking through these illusions of being perfect. Nobody is perfect. All right. And then paying attention to your health, your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health, your sexual health, and your emotional health. All right. Y'all gonna hear me talk about that all year. All right. We started that from the top of this year. My 1/1 portal video, my, December, New Year's Eve, going into New Year's energy. This health thing is very prevalent, okay? And it's not about worrying. It's not about stressing. Okay? Because there are some things that are out of our control, and it doesn't help if we're stressing over it. So that's where that balance comes in, being aware, having that cognizance. Okay? You're able to see the signs, see the patterns, see the change. And if you're able to make a change, then act on it. If you're acting on it and you're not seeing any results, it's okay, because you're giving it your all. We're giving it our all. And there's only so much that we can do, right? Don't worry, don't stress, because that only makes it worse. It's giving me a sense of spilling a cup of water. All right? You can't cry over spilled milk, right? Because it's already spilled. The best thing to do is just clean it up and move on and continue to vibrate high, continue to elevate. So yeah, also this lower vibrational energy, all right, whether you want to call it demonic, whether you want to call it the enemy, whether you want to call it vampiric energy, the shadow, these shadows, the evils, the devil, whatever you want to call this energy, is prevalent here. But that goes back to the polarity, right? That goes back to the light and the dark. There has to be dark for it to be light. There has to be bad for it to be good. It has to be bad for you to realize how good you got it, right? This masculine, this feminine, the ups, the downs, and we have to be tested sometimes. Sometimes we have to be at the bottom, right? And my thing is, when we're at the bottom, the only way to go is up. The only way to look is up. You have a new sense of a foundation being built. And it takes me back to the 33, because the Eiffel Tower is 33 feet tall. But the Eiffel Tower, right? The Eiffel Tower was built to be a energy generator. It was to, that jade pillar in the Egyptian culture that I believe Osiris and a few other Egyptian gods had. But it's the sense of this temple that is a tower, right? These pillars, right? This portal, this energy that is being charged up to illuminate things. Because when I think of a tower, people people be afraid of the tower moment. A tower moment, things falling down, but that's really divine intervention to knock down a old foundation to rebuild a new foundation. This enlightenment, this divine intervention. And I feel like we're all having a sense of this divine intervention. A lot of us are getting breaks right now. A mental break, a physical break, a spiritual break, an emotional break, due to us clearing some karma. I'm about to start channeling messages. I could feel it. It's like this energy pulling me in. Thank you. All praises due to the Most High. Thank you so much. Ascended masters, ancestors, angels, and spirit guides that work with me. But yeah, it's a sense of us just pushing through this energy and not being afraid of what that looks like. Rebuilding a new foundation to grow. We cleared out a lot of karma, and we're being shown a lot of grace and favor due to us being a savior, okay? And a savior doesn't mean saving the world. A savior could mean just saving yourself, clearing yourself, healing yourself, acknowledging yourself, loving yourself, pouring into yourself, pouring into others unconditionally. That's what true love is. Loving someone unconditionally, but not being a fool. not being a fool, right? We breaking out of these old constructs of the mind to elevate and ascend to a higher timeline with the all, with the creator, with source. There is a huge breakthrough that we just pushed through. A lot of us just pushed through. And it's almost like those worms breaking through the ground after a long winter. They when spring comes, the sun is thawing the frozen ground, the frozen mud, right? I'm hearing break it down. You know, the mud is a foundation. We know the mud is a foundation, right? Mud is sometimes icky. We don't want to be in the mud. A lot of us came from the mud. Shout out to the people that come from poverty, come from hardship, come from a hard background. Coming out the mud, how to get out the mud. Hustlers, right? Hustlers, right? In every hood all around the world, it's not just, oh, I'm from Compton, oh, I'm from Brooklyn, no, every city has a hood. Every city, every place, every world, every part of the world, in every country, there is a poverty section. There is a hood. And those times make us stronger. Hold on, I need a napkin. My nose is running. That mud, right? Being in that mud, being in that hood, cloaking yourself, right? It's taking me back to Joshua. He was in the trenches. And I say the trenches because he rode with all the gangsters, the thieves, the promiscuous women, right? Jesus was in a dungeon. Jesus wasn't in the suburbs. He was in the hood with the thieves, because them the people who need that teaching the most, right? They need the most healing, right? Them the sickest people due to the environment. I don't know. Spirit got me jumping everywhere, but I know it's making sense. So thank you if you're still with me. But it's a point I'm trying to make with the mud, right? Coming from the mud. And that mud is nurturing. That soil is nurturing. That dirt is nurturing. Yeah, it's dirty, but it's like a pig being in the mud. Some people don't know that they in the mud due to their environment. And the more you become aware, you're like, oh, wait, this is mud. And this is what nourished me. And I'm proud of coming from my background that I come from, because that has made me stronger. That has nourished me, right? And this goes back to experiences, right? Certain experiences we have to go through in order to make us tougher, in order for us to learn, to educate ourselves. Because if we didn't go through it, we wouldn't know, right? A wise man knows he knows nothing at all, meaning that you can learn something every day. And if you think you know it all, then you're never able to fully learn everything. And I know I don't know it all, but we have certain experiences that help us gain wisdom, right? And being in that mud helps us grow, helps us elevate, helps us nourish ourselves to the core. All right? You can only hit your head so many times before you realize, wait a minute, I don't like this. I'm hitting a brick wall. Maybe I should turn around and go the other way. Right? And then you come up out of that mud, but still being, your roots are grounded in that. And that's what helps nourish you. That's what helps you grow. I'm seeing a flower. That flower needs that mud to grow. It needs that dirt to grow. Food needs dirt to grow. Trees need dirt to grow. And mud is very detoxifying. Nutrients. There's rich nutrients in the soil, especially depending on the color. See, I learned this from crystals. Shout out to my journey. Shout out to your journey. Shout out to the experiences that you had to let you here. Because like I said, you can extract wisdom and knowledge and understanding from everything. And for me, deep diving into the crystals, I know that there's different nutrients in the soil, different minerals in the soil that give the soil a different color. Nutrient, mineral rich soil has crystals in it. All right. The more nutrient dense, the more bigger the crystal. And those are the flowers of the underworld crystals. They're flowers of the underworld because they grow and they're part of the earth, but they grow deep beneath the earth. I love it. And the more nutrient dense the soil is, the more the flowers grow, the fruit, the vegetables grow, the crystals grow, the more we grow, right? Because we intake and we ingest that food, we are able to appreciate that flower, stop and smell the roses, and be thankful as we receive our flowers. I love it. So this is just kind of like a break free moment. I had a dream the other day. I had a golden green aura, but I was locked in a golden cage. And I was scanning my body. It was a very different dream. I was in like alpha state. I was just about to wake up. So I was able to control my dream, control myself in my dream, but I seen myself lying down and I was able to scan over my whole body, and I got to my feet, and my feet was the only thing that didn't have a cage over it. My feet actually had a present, like a gift. And I was like, huh. And then I woke up, and I these past 2 days, I've been like, what the hell? Like, as soon as I woke up and I was like, oh, yay, golden aura. But I'm like, a golden cage. Like, and that stuck with me for a few days. But then I realized it was just the environment. It was just what I was going through. I felt like I was locked in a cage. I felt like I couldn't be free because I couldn't do my readings due to certain things that were going on. And that hit my subconscious mind. That's why I said dreams are gateways to the subconscious mind, right? If you're consuming something all day on TV and you have a dream about it, that's because it's into your subconscious mind. An example, I used to play video games a lot. Shout out to all my video game players, my gamers, right? I would play Call of Duty like all day. I would play Call of Duty all day. And then I would go to sleep and I would be playing Call of Duty in my dream, right? That only makes sense. And I was like, oh, okay. So you got to be aware of what you're consuming because it gets stored in the subconscious mind. Whether you're stressing a lot, that get, stored in the subconscious mind. It can be the littlest things, right? And with that dream, it made me realize I'm able to walk away and break free, take the next step and break free anytime that I want. I'm not locked in a cage. I am free. That's just on my mind. And it was just on my mind. It was literally just on my mind, on my crown. And at first I was like, okay, a sense of protection. But I'm like, nah, a cage? And we're breaking free from that. These mental barriers, these mental constructs that have made us feel like we can't be our authentic selves, or just a sense of being closed in and caged in. We are breaking free, taking a step forward, the first step, the first one, being a leader to break free at this time. And then the next day I also had another dream that, like I said, this roller coaster ride, this up and down roller coaster ride. And soon as I got on the roller coaster, Spirit pulled me up so high, so high, that people looked like ants. And I wasn't afraid because I was in a harness. It was only a few people on this ride now. So like I said, if the message resonates, it resonates. But and then I realized I'm being called to go up another level. You may feel like you're being called to go up another level. You may feel like you're misunderstood at times, but that's okay. It's not, your journey isn't for everybody to understand. And we are elevating. We are getting closer to the all. We're getting closer to source. We're getting closer to God. We're getting closer to Elohim, right? Allah, Brahman, you know. Source has many names, but it's this energy. It's love, right? They say God is love. It's love. It's light. It's wanting to help each other, love each other, be in good grace, being in peace, being in joy, being in prosperity, being in this energy. No matter what background you come from, no matter what religion you are, when we set aside those differences and we come together with love, that is an unbreakable bond. Nothing can break that. And that's when we ascend higher, because that's what this is about. This is about coming together and unifying as one to build that foundation, that community, that village, that family that we want. All right. Who also, because I'm not done. It's like I said, it's been a lot. I wasn't able to get it out. So it's just all built up and pent up inside of me. That's why it's good to release, right? In your journal, go for walks, work out. I worked out yesterday. My stomach hurt. Okay, my legs hurt. But that's that pain, no gain, right? The death for the rebirth. You're in pain after a workout. Shout out, because I do this, y'all. I'm really about this shit. I'm really about this life. Excuse my French. I'm working on not cussing, but the passion is there, okay? Because I've been doing this a while. But if you know about working out, you know your muscles. The reason why your body hurts after a workout is because your muscles are being ripped apart to make them stronger, to rebuild stronger muscles and adding more muscles. And muscles form from protein, building blocks, saturated fats, acid. So it's layers to the growth. Then you see the muscle, right? I got a little lean muscle, but that's due to consistently working out. Okay. And I'm not always working out, y'all. This is like my first time working out in like 3 months, but I felt, like I said, this need to release because I wasn't able to get this information out the way I wanted to with them crows in the background. So do what works best for you, whether that's drawing, painting, going for a run, walking, singing, dancing, painting, writing, listening to water, being in isolation, going out, doing whatever works for you during these times. That's what's going to help us get through. Also talking about it. Like I said, I felt like, because I couldn't release this sense of not being able to release, and then you erupt like a volcano. That's what we don't want. Okay? Release in healthy ways. Okay? So that way you're able to free yourself. It's this freeing energy, this loving energy. Okay? So yeah, what was the last thing that I was going to talk about? I talked about the 33. Oh, the 7 planet alignment, right? 7. Y'all been hearing me talk about this 777. I'm having dreams of 777. I've been pulling cards. The cards coming out 777. Okay, I've been seeing 707 on the clock. All right. It's this, like I said, this divine intervention that is happening, because 7 is all about justice and victory. We're getting closer to our victory. You are victorious. You are not a victim. You are a victor. So continue to stand up for what you believe in, stand up for what you know, stand up for what you know is true. And not a sense of arguing with people, not a sense of headbutting with people, but speak your truth, speak your peace, speak your peace. Peace. Peace, love, joy, but also your peace, because we all have a piece to the puzzle. You bring your peace, I bring my peace, and together we make that whole picture come together, because there's a bigger picture at play. But it's each one teach one. We all got to come together to see the bigger picture. Because if you don't, you may be leaving someone out. You may leave something out. You may miss something. You may forget something. So speak your peace. Don't be afraid to speak and communicate, to get that energy out, to release. Okay? That victory, that V, that 7, right? Peace up. No, I'm just but seriously, it's that 7 energy is all about relationships. It's all about, like I said, that milestone being complete. There's a huge milestone that's being complete with the collective right now, due to us tapping into our inner truth and our inner warrior and standing up for justice. Justice, Jesus, right? Just us. We got to stand up for ourselves. That's how we get justice. That's how we get that victory. Doing that victory lap. This sense of righteousness, coming together for righteousness, no matter what background, no matter what. We're all fighting for the same goal. Love for the all. Love for the Creator. That's that 7. 7 is that God-like number, right? God's favorite number, 777. On the 7th day, He rested. Rest. Rest. That breakthrough. Knowing that everything is complete. Completion. Y'all hear my cosign from the crows that I love dearly. Like my auntie said, everything needs love. Those are the ones you gotta love the most. Right? Everything has a message. In the darkness, in the light, everything has its meaning. Everything has its message. But it's about balancing with yourself and checking in with yourself. All right? So I guess my message is we are breaking through a lot of energy, and this is the rebirth. We're entering in the rebirth. This is the restoration period. We've been resting after coming through a hardship, whatever that may look like for you. And this is that middle point. This is that bottom. Spirit is showing me, like, I don't know what that is. It's like we've been coming down, and now we're at like the bottom, this rest point. And now we're about to start going back up due to this spring energy. It's season. Some things are for seasons, some things are, and everything, things are for seasons, and everything happens for a reason, right? It was a reason why that person was only there for a certain amount of periods, a reason why that happened, right? And we are growing, we are elevating. And there is something that is complete I'm hearing within your karma, within your lineage. Continue to shine your light. Continue to embrace your gifts and be yourself, no matter what that looks like. long as you ain't operating on no foolery, no lower vibrational energy, whatever that may look like for you. Because I don't even like saying certain words. I don't even like bringing that energy in. Spirit don't like that. The Most High don't like that when I keep talking about this lower vibrational energy, because we on a high. That's why I say the Most High, because we elevating to that higher level, the next level. And Spirit knows our hearts. Okay? So continue to shine, y'all. I love y'all so much, and thank y'all so much for the encouraging words that y'all have been giving me over these past few days, these past few weeks since I started my channel. Y'all don't know what these phrases, these comments do to me. They bring me so much life, and y'all never know what somebody's going through, and these little words of encouragement just brightens up our day, brightens up your day, brightens up my day. And I want to thank y'all so much. So yeah, that is my message for today. Yeah, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a beautiful day and continue to shine your light and be your authentic self. I'll catch you on the next one.